Nearly half of all bald eagles don't survive their first year. From the moment they break through their fragile shells, these tiny creatures are thrust into a world that is as breathtaking as it is unforgiving. Their first breaths are taken high above the ground, in nests perched precariously on the tallest trees or cliffs, exposed to the elements and the ever-present threat of predators. The odds are stacked against them from the very beginning. Born into a world of freedom and power, their existence is a gamble, a simple coin toss. Each eaglet, with its downy feathers and wide, searching eyes, faces a future that is anything but certain. The nest may seem like a sanctuary, but it is also a battleground where siblings compete for food and attention, and where the slightest misstep can mean the difference between life and death. Heads, you might see your first winter. Surviving those early months means enduring biting winds, freezing temperatures, and the relentless hunger that gnaws at your belly. Food is scarce, and only the strongest, most resilient chicks will make it through the coldest nights. Each sunrise is a small victory, a sign that you have beaten the odds for one more day. Tails, you become a forgotten statistic. For every eagle that soars, there are many more whose stories end before they truly begin. Their tiny bodies are claimed by the cold, by hunger, or by the talons of other predators. The nest that once promised safety becomes a silent witness to their struggle, and soon even their memory fades into the vastness of the wild. We see them as masters of their domain, but this perception of power is an illusion. The adult eagle, regal and commanding, is the survivor of countless trials. Every powerful flight, every piercing gaze is hard-won. Behind the image of strength lies a lifetime of hardship, of close calls and narrow escapes. The eagle's majesty is not a birthright, but a reward for enduring the gauntlet of existence. The reality is a brutal struggle against forces invisible to us. Storms batter their nests, winds threaten to tear them from their perches, and unseen dangers lurk in every shadow. Disease, starvation, and the unpredictability of nature are constant companions. The eagle's life is a daily test of resilience, a never-ending battle to simply stay alive. The universe plays no favorites, not even for the kings of the sky. No matter how high they soar or how fiercely they fight, eagles are subject to the same indifferent laws that govern all life. Their beauty and strength do not shield them from fate's randomness. In the grand scheme, survival is never guaranteed. Every majestic circle in the sky is a testament to a temporary victory over the constant threat of failure. Each flight is a celebration of survival, a momentary triumph over the forces that seek to bring them down. The sight of an eagle gliding effortlessly above the mountains is not just a symbol of freedom, but a reminder of the countless unseen battles that made that moment possible. When we gaze at an eagle, are we seeing strength or a miracle of endurance? Their fierce eyes reflect not just power, but the will to survive against all odds. To witness an eagle in flight is to witness the culmination of 1,000 tiny victories, each one hard-fought and never assured. It is a living testament to the resilience of life itself. The eagle's life is a cosmic mystery, challenging everything we thought we knew about power and freedom. Their story is not one of effortless dominance, but of constant adaptation and struggle. In their journey, we find echoes of our own battles, our hopes, our fears, and our relentless pursuit of survival in a world that offers no guarantees. We are only just beginning to pull back the curtain. The more we learn about these remarkable birds, the more we realize how much remains hidden, how much of their story is still waiting to be discovered, high above us, in the thin air where only the bravest dare to fly. The hunt is the heart of an eagle's existence, appearing effortless from the ground. But science reveals a story of constant effort and frequent failure. For every successful hunt, there are dozens of failed attempts. Each flight burns precious calories, and a failed hunt is a step closer to starvation. The eagle is a gambler, betting its life energy on the slim chance of a reward. Prey is not stooping. The world is designed to resist the eagle. A successful hunt is a temporary solution to an unending problem. The clock is always ticking, driving the eagle back into the sky. The eagle's legendary eyesight is merely a tool that gives it a fighting chance. The endless search for sustenance is a high-stakes game of hide-and-seek. The eagle's kingdom stretches as far as the eye can see, a breathtaking expanse of wild terrain that seems at first glance to promise endless opportunity. From the eagle's vantage point high above the earth, the world below appears boundless, a patchwork of forests, rivers, and open fields. It is a realm that inspires awe, a domain fit for a king. Yet this appearance of abundance is deceptive. What looks like a land of plenty is in truth a landscape defined by its limitations. The vastness is an illusion, masking the harsh reality that resources are few and far between. For an eagle, this sprawling territory is often little more than a barren desert, where every meal must be earned through patience, skill, and sometimes sheer luck. The eagle's sharp eyes scan the ground below, searching for the faintest sign of movement, a flash of fur, a ripple in the grass, the glint of a fish in shallow water. This is a kingdom of scarcity. The eagle may rule this domain, but it is a hungry king, forever on edge, its mind and body honed by the constant pressure to survive. Each day brings new challenges, and the threat of hunger is never far away. Competition is fierce. The eagle must contend not only with its own kind but with a host of other predators, foxes, wolves, and even opportunistic scavengers, all vying for the same limited resources. Every encounter is a test of strength, cunning, and determination. Territorial disputes are common, and they can be brutal. When two eagles clash over a prime hunting ground or a coveted perch, the confrontation can escalate quickly, resulting in serious injury or even death. The stakes are high, for to lose is to risk starvation. The environment itself is an ever-present adversary. Harsh winters blanket the land in snow and ice, making prey scarce and hunting treacherous. Droughts parch the rivers and lakes, leaving the eagle to search ever farther for a meal. The eagle is a prisoner of its environment, its fate inextricably tied to the whims of weather and the cycles of the seasons. Storms, blizzards, and relentless rain can ground even the most powerful of birds, forcing it to wait out the elements in hungry anticipation. This constant scarcity shapes every aspect of an eagle's life. Every hunt is a gamble, and failure means another day without food. The eagle's resilience is tested again and again, forging a creature of remarkable endurance and adaptability. In years when fish populations crash or small mammals vanish, the consequences ripple through the eagle's world. Nesting success rates plummet, and many young eagles never make it to adulthood. The nest, once a symbol of hope, becomes a stark reminder of nature's unforgiving balance. Eagle parents, driven by instinct and desperation, are forced to make impossible choices. With too little food to go around, only the strongest chicks survive. The struggle for survival begins at birth, and only the most resilient endure. The eagle's kingdom is not a place of abundance. It is a realm defined by hard choices and constant vigilance. Every day is a battle, every meal a victory hard won. The eagle's life is a narrative written in the stark ink of survival, a testament to the power of endurance and the relentless will to live in a world where nothing is guaranteed. We see an eagle soaring and think of freedom, but the sky is a chaotic arena. The same winds that lift the eagle can become a raging tempest. The eagle does not command the weather, it endures it. Thunderstorms are life or death events with violent updrafts and hailstones. Winter brings ice storms that can ground an eagle, stripping its insulation. Even on clear days, the sky holds hidden dangers. Air is a turbulent sea of invisible currents requiring constant adjustment. A moment of miscalculation can lead to a fatal crash. The eagle's flight is an intense process of calculation and exertion. It is a tightrope walk, thousands of feet in the air, with no safety net. The sky is both its greatest ally and its most fearsome enemy. The eagle's nest is a marvel of natural engineering, a massive structure of interwoven sticks. We see it as a fortress, but it is far more fragile than it appears. Building and maintaining this home is one of the most demanding tasks in an eagle's life. The construction is a monumental effort requiring endless maintenance. Once the eggs are laid, the nest becomes a prison. One parent must remain on the nest, limiting their ability to hunt. The fortress becomes a cage, tying them to one spot. The nest is a tempting target for other creatures, and the tree itself can be a threat. A powerful gust of wind can send the entire structure plummeting. The fortress is a constant source of anxiety, requiring endless defense. The moment an eaglet hatches is the start of a desperate race against time. The parents enter the most stressful period of their lives, feeding rapidly growing chicks. The nest is a constant chorus of hunger, and food scarcity leads to brutal choices. The strongest chick often dominates, leading to siblicide. The parents can only watch, ensuring at least one offspring survives. The journey to adulthood is filled with peril, from disease to the first flight. Fledging is a clumsy, uncontrolled fall, a dangerous leap into the sky. More than half of all eagles that hatch will not survive their first year. The empty nest is often a monument to the heartbreaking probability of failure. The eagle's life is a testament to sheer, desperate endurance. For millennia, the greatest threats to an eagle were natural ones, but now a new enemy has emerged: us. Human activity has introduced dangers that the eagle's evolution has not prepared it for. DDT caused eggshells to become thin and brittle, leading to lost generations. Today, lead poisoning is a silent epidemic, turning survival instincts against them. Power lines, wind turbines, and vehicles are new predators in the eagle's world. These are ghosts in the landscape that the eagle cannot see. The eagle's story forces us to reconsider our impact on the natural world. We are actors in this drama, whether we intend to be or not. The eagle's life is a suspense thriller, a story of relentless pressure. The eagle's greatest challenge may be the stress of its own existence. The constant anxiety of survival takes a physical toll, weakening the bird. Scientists measure stress hormones in feathers, revealing a shocking picture. Eagles in difficult environments show chronically elevated stress levels. This chronic stress suppresses the immune system and impairs cognitive function. The eagle is attacked from within by its own biology. The king of the sky lives in a constant state of panic. Its incredible adaptations for survival are also its greatest vulnerability. The eagle is a finely tuned instrument, breaking down under constant discord. The unseen enemy is the psychological weight of being a king in a collapsing kingdom. The life of an eagle is not a poem about freedom, it is a suspense thriller. Every day the eagle faces a world that is both breathtaking and unforgiving. Its story is not one of effortless flight, but of constant vigilance, struggle, and adaptation. The eagle's sharp eyes are always searching, not just for prey, but for threats, for shelter, for the next opportunity to survive. In the wild, every moment is a test, and every decision can mean the difference between life and death. We see the full picture, an unending series of trials against impossible odds. The eagle's journey is marked by fierce winds, biting cold, and the relentless pursuit of food. It must navigate treacherous landscapes from jagged cliffs to dense forests, always alert, always ready to respond to the unexpected. Each hunt is a gamble, each flight a challenge, and yet, the eagle persists, undaunted by the obstacles that nature throws in its path. The eagle on the flag is a symbol of power, but the eagle in the wild is a testament to resilience. While we often see the eagle as an emblem of strength and dominance, its true greatness lies in its ability to endure. It is not the crown on its head but the scars on its wings that tell the real story. The wild eagle's life is a daily battle, a constant negotiation with the elements and with fate itself. Their majesty is in their endurance, not their rule. The eagle's beauty is not just in its soaring flight, but in its ability to weather storms, to rest and recover after a hard-fought hunt, and to rise again no matter how many times it is knocked down. True majesty is found in persistence, in the quiet strength to keep going when the world seems determined to hold you back. The eagle's story forces us to reconsider what it means to be wild and free. Freedom is not the absence of struggle, but the courage to face it head-on. To be wild is to be alive to every moment, to embrace uncertainty and to find meaning in the journey, not just the destination. The eagle's flight is a reminder that true freedom is earned, not given. The final question is not about the eagle, it is about us. When we watch the eagle, we are really looking into a mirror, asking ourselves what we value, what we are willing to fight for, and how we respond to adversity. The eagle's resilience challenges us to examine our own lives, to ask whether we too can rise above our circumstances and find our own path through the wilderness. As we uncover these truths, what is our responsibility? Do we stand by as silent observers, or do we become stewards of the wild places and creatures that inspire us? Our actions matter. Every choice we make, from protecting habitats to supporting conservation efforts, shapes the future of the eagle and the world it inhabits. The story of the eagle is not just its own, it is intertwined with ours. Nature is a dynamic, interconnected drama, and we are actors in it. The fate of the eagle, the health of the forests, the balance of the ecosystem, all are linked to our choices and our willingness to care. We are not separate from nature but a part of its unfolding story with the power to protect or to destroy. The story of the eagle is an invitation to explore the mysteries of the world. It calls us to venture beyond our comfort zones, to seek out the wild places and to learn from the creatures that call them home. Whether we are scientists, photographers, or simply curious wanderers, the eagle's journey inspires us to look deeper, to ask questions, and to never stop exploring. What will you discover next? The wild is waiting. The final question remains, will you answer the call and become part of the story?